This lesson is on literal equations. Remember that when we solve an equation, we are going to do the order of operations backwards, and that's going to be our map to solving literal equations. Always starting with subtraction, addition, then moving to division, then multiplication, then dealing with those exponents for square roots, and finally that parenthesis. So in this first example, it says solve for y. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. So it gives us our order. So we start with subtraction, addition. Well, we're solving for y, so I'm going to go ahead and circle that. That's what we want to leave alone. That y will never leave the side. You leave it on the left. What we have to move away is the 3x and the negative 4. Well, this negative 4 is multiplying times the y. So that falls here in the middle. But this 3x is essentially being added to it. So we got to move it first. It's a positive 3x. So how do we move it? We subtract it because 3x minus 3x is 0. What you do to one side, you do to the other. These would cancel. Then we'd have negative 4y, that y is not moving, equals negative 3x plus 10 because these are not like terms. So negative 4 times y means it's multiplication, so the opposite of that would be division. So we want to divide both sides by negative 4. These would cancel and y would equal, and you can split this off or you can leave it like that. I'm going to split it off. So it would be negative 3x over negative 4. Then we would have plus 10 over negative 4. So that negative 4 gets split off to both pieces. Now let's clean it up. A negative over a negative is a positive, so positive 3/4 x. And then this would simplify to negative 5/2 because a positive negative gives me a negative. And that would be my answer. In this example here, we still need to go order of operations backwards, SAD, MEP. So look at the P. This time we're solving for the P. That means it can't go anywhere. So we've got to get rid of this that's being added to it and this which is being multiplied by it. So we start with subtraction, addition. So we're going to subtract the ma here. And that cancels. So pa equals the fam minus the ma, and then we're going to keep that p, don't move it. We've got to get rid of the a. Well, this is multiplication, opposite of multiplication. Divide both sides by a. It's the piece that you can't move that p, so you've got to move the other pieces away from it. So in this case, a. So that cancels. So p equals, and I'm going to go ahead again and split this off. So it'd be fam over a minus ma over a. The a's here are going to cancel because this is all multiplication, so it's something that's both on top and bottom, kind of like dimensional analysis. And so is it going to go over here. So then I have p equals fm minus m. These are not like terms because they don't both have an f, so that's it. That's our final answer right here. All right, the last example, so we're going to go back to our order of operations backwards. All right, so I want you to know that whenever there's this division bar, there is an invisible parentheses around both the numerator and the denominator. It only matters when there's more than one term, like binomial, trinomial. So this is a monomial, that's okay. But that means that this up here in the numerator is the last thing we do because it is stuck inside that parentheses. It's almost like you can't even see what's inside there till the very end. It like covers up, and I can't even show you. There we go. Covers up. You can't even see it till the very end. So what you're going to do is the first thing you have to look at is we have a parenthesis divided by 3m. So it's divide and parenthesis. We're trying to solve for, oh, and I forgot to tell you, we're solving for y. That would help. So we're trying to solve for y. It's stuck in the parenthesis. It's not going anywhere. We got parenthesis divided by 3m. So parenthesis and divide, which one comes first? Well, we're going to take care of the divide part first. So the opposite of dividing by 3m would be multiplying by 3m. We multiply both sides by 3m. That means that these would cancel, and we're left with 6y minus 2 equals 5 times 3 is 15, and we have a km. Now, here's the thing. I am able to drop the parentheses off now because I don't have anything else around it. It would just be parentheses here, so I can drop it off. Now for solving for y, we say, okay, let's start back at the beginning. That y is being multiplied by 6 and subtracted by 2. We start with subtraction and do its opposite, so we're going to add 2 to both sides. These cancel. And 6y equals 15 km plus 2. And now the opposite of multiplying by 6 would be to divide everything by 6, so this cancels. So y equals, here we have 15 km divided by 6, we're splitting it off again, plus 2 divided by 6, and now let's simplify. Here we have y equals, we have a 3 that goes into both of these, so it's 5 km divided by 2, or you could say 5 halves km, plus this would simplify to 1/3, and that would be my final answer.